Yo, yo, yo. So it's Semphis here, making a pretty stupid video on female Counter-Strike. So the first thing that people complain about is how my open team is better than the best team in the female gaming, and they win money at tournaments they don't deserve and get a salary. Well, first off, let me tell you one thing. If they didn't get that money, it wouldn't go to you. You still suck. So, with that said, let's also look at prize money. So the first place prize money for girls is like $9,000 until recently. First place for guys is $250,000. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, it's peanuts. It's peanuts in comparison, you know? There's not much to complain about. I could definitely understand if chicks are winning $500,000 for first, but they're not. They're not. And most of the money that they're getting is being given to like promote female gaming in general. Like, so sponsors are giving money to orgs being like, let's have a girl team, try to promote girls in gaming, try to give them like some sort of like community, and you know, like people are more likely to play if they feel like there's other people like them playing. So getting more girls into gaming equals more money for everyone, because if only guys are buying video cards or only guys are buying like computers in general, mice, keyboards, mouse pads, you're making half the money. So it's in everyone's best interest that supports like gaming to have both parties play. Just more money for everyone, except for the girls who then are buying video cards and stuff. But so yeah, so the money's not like being taken from guys. Like the money wouldn't exist if it wasn't for like these sponsors wanting to promote it for the most part. I'd say that's like 90% of where the money comes from. It's not like they're like, you know what, we were gonna give that 10,000 to that guy, but not anymore. Let's give it to these chicks. Like, it doesn't really like work like that, you know. So you have that as kind of like not really a good argument, and then the next thing is always like, well, actually, to put it in perspective, let's say first place for girls tournament is like 10K. As a guy, I placed like 9th in ESA League, didn't make the LAN, and got like $13,000. So you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're getting less salary, they're getting less prize money. Recently it's gone up a bit, but like it's not like they're making a shitload of money. You know, like it's not like they're just fucking killing it. I'm sure some are making good money off sponsors and like promotions and selling, and like, you know, they're, you know, selling sponsored shit and that kind of stuff, streaming especially. Don't get like obviously, but like in terms of just like Counter-Strike revenue, like guys are fucking way on top, like way on top. So then you go into like the other thing is like, well, you know, if they had any sort of competitive integrity, they would try to become good pros in general. They wouldn't play in female-only tournaments. Well, first off, most girls do go to guy tournaments as well. They do play in ESCA League. They do play in these things. It's not like they're little hiding and only play versus other girls. Generally, that's not the case. So, yeah, they lose sometimes. I mean, that shit's going to happen, right? Or most of the time in the way that most people see it. But, like, yeah, they don't win the tournament, but it's not like they're sitting there just giving up, you know? All right, so we have that, and then the other argument is kind of like, well, actually, that's not the end of it. So then they'll say like, oh, well, they should, you know, try to get to the top, get to the top, get to the top, get to the top. All right, think about it from a girl's perspective, all right? Or become a girl, because you can do that now. It's 2019. And then go play in their leagues. I don't know. Can you do that? I don't know. Anyways, so you so if you're a girl and your options are grind it out in a community that hates girls for the most part and try to make it onto a top team. Let's say best case scenario, you're a girl, you get to MDL. Awesome, great, you're an MDL now. Then you have to work your way from the middle bottom of MDL to top. Maybe you win, maybe you make Pro League. Then you're on bottom tier Pro League team, and you have to work your way up to like the top 5 there. It's like, for all these things to work is very low % chance for anyone. For all guys watching this, for all people playing the game, most people do not go professional, you know? So given that most people are not going pro, You then have your second option, which is you join a female team, and then you can play girl tournaments as well as guy tournaments. It's like, I can double up. So they can go to girl tournaments, win a decent amount of money, travel, get promotional things, get sponsors, more viewers on Twitch, more donations, blah, 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 blah. They make way more money, guaranteed, doing that. Are you telling me that you would just rather not make more money and just sit there and work your way up if given the chance to travel? Like, you wouldn't want to go to 5 different countries in a year and have the potential to win like 50 grand or something? Like, I mean, maybe if you're like super hardcore, like my dream is to be like on the best team in the world or something, sure, but like realistically that's not the smart option, that's the dumb option. So yeah, and then you have the other thing is like, oh well, you know, there's no top girl on a guy team because, you know, guys are sexist or whatever. Let me just say that if there was a girl that was as good as Simple or Zaiwu, she would 100% be on a fucking top team. 100%. So far, there is no girl that is that good. Maybe there never will be. Maybe there will be next week. I don't know. I don't know if guys are technically better than girls or not. I've coached guy teams and girl teams. I will say that from watching people play, I think guys make decisions quicker, but they make more mistakes. But in a game like Counter-Strike, making the best decision slowly is worse than making a medium decision very fast. So I think that's where like a lot of, like, I think maybe girls hesitate more, and they think more about like all the scenarios, whereas like guys are just like, well, fuck it, I'll right-hand a flash and fucking run through, you know? So like, I think guys are a little bit more reckless, and in a game like Counter-Strike, as long as you're learning from as long as you're learning from your mistakes, like, in a progressive way, you'll eventually be making like less and less mistakes, but you'll still be reacting very fast. So that's the main difference that I've seen. Mechanically, I actually think girls are fucking insane a lot of the time. Go watch a girl stream. They are very accurate. They're very accurate. I don't know. Like I said, this is like a small sample size. It's not like a scientific, I've done like studies and shit. This is just from my personal view. This fucking sun is really driving me insane. So, yeah, those are just like some of the few like differences that I've seen. Maybe I'm completely wrong there. I don't know. So, why did I make this video? Good question. Probably really stupid video to make. So if you don't support girls and you don't want them to make any money, don't watch. It's fucking really awesome. It's like when I see people commenting on like YouTube videos, I'm like, well then don't watch the YouTube video. It's not like, it's not a big deal. I was streaming last night and some guy was like, you are boring, I'm going. I was like, alright, fair enough. You don't want to watch me leave. Like, you probably didn't need to leave that comment. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but like, you always have that option to not watch. No one is forcing you to watch it. I don't know. I just see people complaining about this shit all the time, and it's like, these chicks aren't here making millions. Like, you know what I mean? They're not taking money from your shitty open team. I think a lot of people are just bitter because they suck and they can't make any money, and some people that they think they're better at make some money, so they're like jealous of it. And it's just like, there's separate things in sports because of physical stuff, and until like, it's a sketchy road for me to go on here, very sketchy. But until there's more like data, I don't know if you can like really say there should or shouldn't be female leagues. You know what I mean? Like, there's not, like in sports, you know that like a 5'5" chick that weighs 100 pounds can't really play football with a 350-pound linebacker. Like, that shit just not going to work. She's going to die. Like, physically, she's going to get killed. So in Counter-Strike, in video games, there's not like that genetic limit, but you know, people are not just physical traits. You know, mentally we're fairly different as well. So I don't know if there's been any like actual studies on like whether or not we're that different that it justifies another league or not, but like so far girls have the option to play in guy leagues if they want, and if not, they can go and play their own tournaments. It doesn't seem like anyone loses here. Like, there's no loser. They can do it if they want. They're allowed to go to tournaments if they want, which they do, and they can also go to girl tournaments, but guys can't go to them. So I guess if you're a shitty dude that would like to go to a girl tournament and win that, you can be mad.